Welcome back. This is Matt with MS Partners LLC. If you're buying or you already own vacant land, one of the biggest questions is, where exactly are my property lines? I get this very often when I'm selling my properties. People go out there to look at them and, well, they want to know where are the property boundaries. And that's pretty reasonable. Guessing is it's a bad idea because being wrong can cost you money and it can even create legal issues. So today I'll show you three simple ways you can find property lines from the most accurate to the most convenient. The most accurate method is hiring a licensed surveyor by far. They physically go out to the property, measure boundaries, locate corners, and often place stakes or markers on the ground. So they'll put stakes in the corners for you. And this gives you legal defensible boundaries, which is critical if you're building, fencing, or selling. Now, it does cost money, but if the deal is big or there's any uncertainty, this is always the safest route. So you kind of want to weigh your options. Are you buying a piece of land in the middle of the desert for $1,000, or are you buying something that has, development around it and you're paying 20, 30, $50,000 for the property? In that case, it might be worth spending $1,500, $2,000 on a survey. Next is a free and fast option using Google Maps plus your county's GIS map, which is the county mapping system. Most counties will have this. You can find this online on their assessor's website or the appraiser's website, depending on the county. But you just punch in the parcel number and you should be able to find a mapping system. So here's how it works. You search your property on the county's mapping system, the GIS website, find the parcel outline, and then compare it with Google Maps satellite view. This helps you visually understand the shape and layout of the land. But keep in mind, this is not exact. It's a great starting point, not a legal boundary. Another powerful tool is or hunting apps like Onyx. These apps, they show parcel boundaries directly on your phone. They use GPS to track your location in real time, and you can actually walk along the property lines as you're out there. So it's extremely helpful when you're physically on site. Google Maps can do similar. Now, I've used Google Maps on many of my properties out there, and it allows me to walk along the property lines as I'm on site. So most of the properties you go to, you can actually just go ahead and use Google Maps for this. It's free. The hunting apps, they do charge, but I think some of them, they have like 7-day trials. So that's an option as well. Again, it's not a substitute for a survey, but it's one of the best tools for practical on the ground navigation. Here's the biggest mistake people make. They rely on one method and assume it's 100% accurate. Always cross-check, and if it really matters, get a survey. At the end of the day, knowing your boundaries protects your investment. At MS Partners, we always encourage land buyers and sellers to understand exactly what they own or what they're buying before making decisions. If you're dealing with vacant land and want to avoid costly mistakes, this channel is here to help. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.